It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, and welcome. This is Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A number of storylines emerging as the season gets into full swing. The fans are filling the seats out in Boston, the site of our broadcast, and where the Celtics will be going up against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And a guy we'll be watching tonight, Jay Crowder, impacts the game in a number of ways. Shaq, would you call him underrated?
Very underrated, but more people know about him now. Maybe not a household name, but that's because he focuses on the little things.
Yeah, he's a tone setter, defensively. He can get you 8 a game easily, no problem, plays to his strengths, and sometimes when you can get 8, that's better than getting none.
That was deep.
You can get 8 right now. You look like a sandwich.
"2K Sports" checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Boston, the home of the Celtics. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. Along with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. Boy, do we have a treat for you folks. The big ticket is here. Kevin Garnett in the house. KG, welcome.
Man, a lot of people don't know that you actually gave me the name, The Big Ticket. Dude, K-Hard, man, I hope you got a package of all this somewhere. I hope you own all the names that you've given over the years.
You are the big ticket still. Great to have Kevin Garnett. You look at Utah. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, their record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
And seeing where Utah is, they've stumbled a little bit here at the beginning of the season. A disappointing start for one of the NBA's truly great teams.
Yeah, great is not an adjective we can apply to this group this year. They may have some deficiencies that hold them back.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Brad Stevens is one of the youngest coaches in the league. At the same time, he's one of the longest tenured coaches in Celtics history. Kyrie Irving said he brings the ultimate unwavering confidence. Chill but assertive. He demands excellence out of you. You want to play for him. Kevin?
All right, David. And that nickname, The Big Ticket, it stuck, and it certainly fit. KG, you were the big ticket.
Lord knows I owe you for that one, man.
But you were the big ticket.
Where'd you get that from, man?
I don't even know.
Okay, man, listen.
But do you like, of all the nicknames you have, and you've got some,
yes.
but would you like that as well as any you've got?
Listen, it has morphed now. I am the ticket. So
the ticket, right.
My friends come to me and they ask me, Teron Lue, he don't call me. He hasn't called me Kevin since you've been calling me the big ticket. Everybody calls me ticket.
How about that?
All the young guys, I don't even think they know my name. There's no ticket.
The ticket.
Tick. Hey, tick. Right, so that's what it is.
You are the big ticket still. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Neto in at the 1 spot. That one drops for him. Mitchell's got the opening field goal of the game for the Jazz.
Well, Donovan Mitchell will beat you inside or out. If you want to do a job defensively, you've got to push him out of the paint.
Here's Irving, and the rejection by Favors. Crowder against Hayward, and the shot's good from Crowder.
Well, Crowder is not afraid to play bully basketball. This is a guy who will battle through contact.
Irving looking for an opening. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's Neto outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Neto's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Irving. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, you know you're going to see some great ball handling when Kyrie is on the floor. Nice finish.
Crowder kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Favors. Back to Mitchell. No good on the triple.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Passes it to Neto. Horford against Gobert. Back to Neto. And Utah again with the bucket.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A nice shot by Irving. And KG, as many points as you scored in your career, how much pride did you take in your defensive play?
You know, I like to think that it's respected. You know, I didn't play. I like to think that when I got to Boston, I made more of a added effort to play defense. You know, in Minnesota, I had such a responsibility on the offensive side that you don't ever save yourself.
Yes.
You don't save yourself in anything. But I would have to find ways of when I come out of the game, you know, immediate ice stuff. You know, stuff that I could use to try to get any type of rest. I know Flip was going to use me in 2 or 3 minute segments, so I would probably have 3 to 4 minutes of rest and then have to get right back out. But when I got to Boston, obviously, we had a deeper team, a better team, and Doc Rivers did a great job, I felt like, of listening to me. I was listening to my body, but more importantly, we have offensive scores. I wanted to be more of the head of our defense. I wanted to be the one to be talking. Rondo and I had an immediate chemistry with that. It was something that it was natural between the two of us, and I think everybody else followed. Tibbs threw some schemes on top of some of the stuff that we was able to bring. Doc was open to some of the different ideas, scheme-wise, and the rest is history. Next thing you know, Cleveland is running out stuff. LeBron goes to Miami. Now Miami's running out stuff. Right. Next thing you know, Miami beats us with our stuff. It's evolution. Right. It's evolution. It's evolution, man. If I sit here and go through it and you sit back and go and watch it, you're like, holy snap. Wow, it's the same look. They bringing the guy over, post up. Yeah, so, shout to everybody and us innovative and bringing that defense, and shout to Tibbs, right.
Now Gobert following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. 9 feet out. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Favors has got his first points in this one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Horford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
If you give him the opportunity, Al Horford will seek contact. He wants to get to the line.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Kev, talk about the characteristics needed to be a winner in this league.
Appetite. How much do you want this? Can you push through that pain right there? Are you going to dive on the floor? Are you going to do the small things? Are you going to double down? Are you going to be in the spot when you're supposed to be there? Know my bads. All this goes into winning. And then you need a little luck. You do. And you need an appetite. You need 15 guys that's willing to push through anything at any moment. That's the difficult part of winning.
On the same page.
On the same page, all 15 thinking the same thing.
Yeah. It sounds daunting.
Listen, people think that, oh, man, why can't you have 15? Because it's 15 guys thinking 15 totally different things. Yeah. And that's the difficult part of being a coach. That's what I'm saying. Being a coach is one of the hardest things to be, because you got to take 15 perspectives and get them all in one and then go forward with the same velocity like you wanted to. It's frustrating.
And Favors kicks to Gobert. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Mitchell. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Brown kicks to Tatum. And the pass to Hayward. Celtics passing it around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment to see numbers for Jason Tatum. Averaging about 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw dropped for Al Horford. Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, you take your behind home, you sit, you rest. Now you, obviously, as a person, you're living as a human being, your everyday life. But yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself. And once you're in it, you're in it. And it turns over like an every day, you know, this is what you do every day. Sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep a routine for 21 years.
Amazing.
Amazing. And you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things onto my routine. But if you ask anybody to play with me, they see my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
Here's Neto following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Lobs it up for Crowder. And stolen by Hayward. Tries from 16, and it's Irving missing.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
Tatum passes to Irving. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Hayward from outside. And no good. And Utah the other way now. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
No doubt. I mean, they played to their strengths, and that's what helped them get this road win. I loved how they played for each other.
Here's Irving. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Neto finds Favors. It's stolen by Brown. Outside Irving. And the slam dunk by Irving.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
Utah leading by 3. And Kevin, to see you come in straight out of high school into the NBA, you forget, but it was so historic because we had not seen a high school player in such a long time.
Right. Yeah, at that time, you know, it was 20 years before anybody had ever thought of the idea. I figured that I had the work ethic and the passion and the appetite for it. And I never looked back. I never second-guessed my decision. And when I did second-guess myself, I got in the gym and changed it.
The greatest picks in the history of the draft. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Boston making some changes. Marcus Morris comes in for Jason Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Gordon Hayward. And a switcher also for Utah. Udo's checked in for Derek Favors. Udo kicks to Cephalosha. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Warriors. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And checking out Utah, they're much further down in the standings right now.
And seeing where Utah is, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
I do think they're capable of more than what they've given so far. If this coaching staff gets them right on track, and once they get a few more games under their belt, the wins will start to come.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And Kevin, let's not forget, Jay Crowder is a former second-round draft pick. This guy has made his bones in the NBA by adding toughness to every team he's played on.
The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first one falls. Some changes for Boston. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. Utah also making some changes. Burks comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Dante Exum in for Raul Neto. No good on the second free throw. Kevin, your drive and attention to detail were phenomenal. How do you deal with rookies who were largely uninformed? They were maybe not as receptive to the attention to detail that the elite like you pursued.
Well, one of the things I would do if I saw a guy who wasn't as keen to detail as I was, I would pull him to the side. I would show him, some of the things I would see. I would get, some dialogue with him and what he was seeing, and then try to get him to see what I was seeing as far as the point I was making. And then, challenge him a little bit to be a little more present within certain things and then apply it. I don't believe in shouting. I don't believe in embarrassing someone. I like to always, grab some of the young guys because the young guys don't have all the confidence yet. So I'm trying to build confidence with the young guys.
Good point.
So
Good point.
When you get them one-on-one, you're able to, have an intimate conversation and they have full, they're engaged. They're talking to you.
Yes.
And that's what you want. So, with that, I've always found it better to go one-on-one to the side than to find it to be a lot more efficient.
The Celtics have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Jay Crowder.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Brown.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Now, here is O'Neal. Six to shoot. Shoots from 12. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Jazz.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner 3 tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
Morris dishes to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now, here's Rozier. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Morris. Smart up top, covered by Cephalosha. Smart misses. And here's Cephalosha. He brings it up for Utah. It's a 3-point game. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got his first points of the night. KG, you had so much success as a high school player. In fact, you were on the cover of Sports Illustrated. How about that, huh? How about I can see the picture in my mind's eye right now.
Kev, that fell in my lap, man. That wasn't something that I was striving for, but who doesn't want to be on the cover of anything? And nonetheless, SI, and I was more than giddy-eyed and glitz or whatever you want to call it. Listen, very special moment for me. A lot of people don't know you have to get permission to be in certain neighborhoods, and we got permission to be in the neighborhood. We got the shooter right there in front of Farragut, which was very dear to me because of the transformation and stuff that I had been through and where I was at. You know, I hold Farragut a very, 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 very special place in my heart. So it was important for me to have it on the cover.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
Let's look at the stats for Cephalosha. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 6 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Morris passes to Brown. Morris against Cephalosha. Got a piece of it, 13 feet away. Bank shot, no good.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratch. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Rozier after the basket by Utah. Smart on the wing. Shoots over Burks. Burks pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, in that individual matchup, the rim is totally unprotected. He's just got too much size on him.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Daniel Tice is checked in for Jaylen Brown. Free throw good, Cephalosha. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to Toronto. 51 seconds left to play in the first. And here is Rozier. 9-point game his last outing. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Smart. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Smart's got it all tied up now for Boston.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
On the wing, Cephalosha. 11 points for him in that last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Cephalosha's got 5 points so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rozier looking around. Kicks it to Morris. Over Cephalosha. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Jazz out in front. They lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign with the Boston Celtics.
What put me over the edge to make this switch is just the depth that I saw with this team. It's an up-and-coming young team that we have a chance to be good for many, many years, and it was something I wanted to be a part of.
Playing for a historic franchise like the Boston Celtics, Greg, they've got, of course, the great fan support, great history, something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
We've got Aaron Baines. Rozier's out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Tice in at the 4 slot. That's the Boston 5. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. And Kevin, going back to your title team with the Celtics, do you think you realized at that time how special it was?
If I knew what I knew now, I would have tried to bottle.
Yeah, I know.
I would have tried to bottle as much as I could. Doc knew it. Doc Rivers knew it.
He did. He did know it. Yes.
Doc Rivers knew it, and he knew it day one, and he knew that if we was going to be committed, we had to be the leaders of the commitment. It was going to be hard on the three of us. He was going to be very tough, but it made us who we are, and it pushed us to another level.
It was like he was the perfect coach at the perfect time for the perfect threesome, right?
Seriously, man, because a lot of people, go to Phil, his style and how it worked for him, Michael and Scotty and that three with Rodman, and then him transferring and going to L.A., doing that with Kobe and Shaq and making that a dynasty. Doc Rivers had a whole nother style, and it was like a Chuck Daly kind of style. It was a bar kind of very, very firm, very physical, but in your face with class. We're going to knock you down. We ain't going to help you up, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And we're going to share the ball in offense. We're going to move it. We're going to have multiple players. We're going to attack for 48 minutes. Look, this is how we're going to play this game. He had a real style that was similar to some of those Detroit, some of those more tougher teams that you hear. That's the style that we practice with and we play with.
It showed. I mean, to have that, just like historically good.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Rozier kicks to Morris. "14 feet away, and he hits the jump shot.
Marcus Morris money in the mid-range.
And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. O'Neal against Morris. Now, here is O'Neal. He's guarded closely. Burks for 3. Hands it from downtown. Burks has got 5 now.
Well, Burks is a lethal three-point threat. This guy has such an effortless shooting stroke.
Floats one up, and the rejection by Udoh.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now here's Smart.
Timeout.
Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Jason Tatum comes in for Daniel Tice. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Rozier. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Udoh. Crowder comes in for O'Neal. Mitchell, he's checked in for Burks. And Raul Neto subbed in for Dante Exum. Here's Irving, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
First trip to the line for him here.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
And so Irving nails both of them.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
Neto kicks to Gobert. And stolen by Tatum. To the middle. Here's Irving. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 16.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Crowder, the pass to Mitchell. Now here's Favors. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Over Hayward. And Utah again with the bucket.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Here's Irving. He's got 16. Picked him clean. Pushing it up. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
I'll tell you, Donovan Mitchell in transition, bearing down on a defender is not pretty.
Irving up top. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Celtics trail by 8. Here's Tatum. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
Now here's Crowder. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And a wide open look for Irving. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one. Utah leading by 4. Neto kicks to Gobert. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Smart. Smart against Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good. Mitchell's got 8 here in the quarter.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Boston with another.
He has certainly done his part this period. Just needs to get a little more help from his teammates.
Utah calls timeout. Brown is checked in for the Celtics.
And taking a look at some numbers here for Kyrie Irving. The past month has been surreal. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. 7th in scoring. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. Gobert with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Clock at 6. Knocked away. It's stolen by Brown.
And I'm not sure how they're in front right now. I mean, it's not easy to give the ball up as much as they have and still be ahead.
To me, Kevin, Gordon Hayward has come so far in his physical and mental toughness, and he refuses to be denied by physical defense. I love that.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Crowder. That free throw good from Hayward.
Well, you have to appreciate the fundamentals that Gordon Hayward possesses. This guy is a tremendous shooter. He's an aggressive rebounder, smart passer, playmaker. What can he do, guys?
Here's Neto. 5 points in the game. Here's Mitchell. Good work defensively by Horford.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had 34 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances. Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
And here's Cephalosha. He brings it up for Utah. They've led by as much as 10. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Look, Greg, they simply didn't bring it. And that's one of those losses that you just have to throw away and forget about.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Mitchell's shot is good.
I'll tell you, this guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they've tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything.
Now, here's Brown. 7 points in the game. Outside Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
That's good from Irving.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Neto kicks to Favors. Pass to Mitchell. Favors against Tatum. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cephalosha. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Cephalosha's got 7 points in the game. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Irving. Softly drops in the floater. Utah has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Brown against Mitchell. Favors finds Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Brown. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
The Jazz shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and energy, guys. It's infectious.
Here's Neto. 5 points in the game. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Gobert has settled in his ability to get to the free throw line. I'll tell you, he is excellent at getting physical with the defense and drawing contact.
The Jazz have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And he knocks down the first one.
Seems to me that Rudy Gobert could be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every season. But on the offensive end, guys, he's really starting to grow.
Alec Burks checked in for Utah. He's off on the second. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Brown. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Brown's got 9.
And Kevin, Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
Here's Neto. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Boston making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Morris comes in for Tatum. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. And Utah also making a switch. O'Neal's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And that one misses.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
Well, you have to love how Jaylen Brown keeps his attention on the rim. He doesn't let the defense change his shot.
Neto, the pass to Burks. On the wing, Cephalosha buries it from 3-point range. Cephalosha's got 5 points now this quarter.
Obviously, he's not the top priority for the defense in those situations. It results in an open 3.
KG, I want to give you a special thanks for joining us, helping us with the call tonight. You always have a seat at this table to broadcast any of our games.
Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me come through, man. It was an honor, man, seriously.
We'll do it again soon.
Let me know, man.
That's
Let me
KG.
know.
That's the great Kevin Garnett.
My dog.
And always a special occasion to have KG with us, Doris, a guy who really brings it every time we speak with him.
Well, his enthusiasm is contagious. This guy is a leader on and off the court. There's a vibrancy, a joy that he brings that was key to his success as a player and how fun as a broadcaster.
Here's O'Neal. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, O'Neal misses.
Boy, all sorts of space around him. If he can't hit those, the defense not going to worry too much about him.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking, Greg.
Al Horford is checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Udo's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Dante Exum in for Raul Neto. Here's Rozier. Plays it up and banks it in. Rozier's got 6.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
O'Neal kicks to Cephalosha. Passes to Burks. 1 second left.
Well, Marcus Smart matching his man every step of the way. This is just another example of remarkable defense from a guy who's known for it.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, I like their effort on the boards because a game could come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, they're not matching up well defensively, giving up a lot of open looks, a lot of easy points. They're allowing a crazy high shooting percentage, 60% and up. Time to step it up quick.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Never a shortage of motion on Soldiers Field Road as we welcome you back to historic Boston. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
Well, didn't you get the sense, Greg, that this entire team fed off his energy? His remarkable effort on the defensive end really triggered this group.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. In a somewhat unbelievable circumstance last season, Doris, Celtics coach Brad Stevens receiving 0 votes for Coach of the Year.
It was surprising in this way, Kevin. This is a man who lost his 2 best scorers to injury and still led his team to the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. But I think if you look across the league 1 year ago, there were tremendous coaching jobs done from any number of guys. And the reality is Brad Stevens is by far one of the best coaches in the NBA. Hardware or no hardware.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Neto in at the point. Crowder against Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. The rebound by the Celtics. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Rozier against Mitchell. He kicks it to Favors. Over Tatum, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, I think at this point he's proven, Derek Favors, that you've got to respect his mid-range. He is capable when given room.
Rozier, the pass to Irving. That's tipped. Outside Tatum. Over Favors. Tatum's shot is off. Jazz leading by 3. Outside Crowder. Gobert finds Neto. Back to Gobert. Right side Favors. Shoots a fader, and the shot goes in. Favors has got 4 this quarter. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Irving. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Utah. Here's the teardrop, and it's sent back by Horford.
Well, how about the anticipation from Al Horford? Perfectly times the release, sends it back.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Celtics trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mitchell against Rozier. Here's Neto. He's got 7. Here's Favors, and the layup's good off the glass. Favors got 8.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass, Kevin.
The 11-footer off the left rim and out. Jazz leading by 5. Okay, time now for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Jaylen Brown. David?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. The season is still very young, but that is bad news to get at any point of the year. We'll see how the team responds without him, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you for the update. I know we're all interested in what his status is.
And it might be a tough road back for him. But one thing's for sure, he will be back.
Well, we know this. The guy's a fighter. I'm sure nobody's more disappointed than he is to have to go through this. But I am sure this guy will work every day to get back as quick as possible.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
And he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
I don't think so, Greg. The defense will give up that deep a shot all day. You got to continue to move the basketball.
And Gobert kicks to Neto. The pass to Favors. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Well, Doris, we've seen how much organizations set the tone, set the culture from the top on down. What common traits have you seen among successful team ownership?
Well, boy, oh boy, so many, I think. Obviously, there has to be some level of financial commitment. You have to be willing to hire good talent. You have to be willing to hire coaches that you believe either developmentally are going to have a bright future, or if you're hiring an experienced coach with championship pedigree, are you willing to pay those types of positions? What is your commitment to the non-traditional aspects that we've seen take a more informed role in how decisions are made? What is your analytics department made up of? What is your nutrition, your strength and conditioning, your training program? Are you hiring top-level professionals across the board? And then to me, it's always about, there's a great quote that says, any organization is defined by the worst behavior tolerated at the top of the leadership position.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Pass to Neto. Back to Favors. And he banks in the layup. And it's an 8-point Utah lead.
Boy, after an up and down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Outside Irving. Nice form on the 20-footer. Irving's got 29.
Well, the point guard position, when you have a score-first mentality, as Kyrie Irving does, it puts such pressure on the defense.
Shot by Crowder, no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Horford. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Now, just a 4-point Utah lead.
I'll tell you, it takes fantastic vision and flawless timing to produce an assist like that.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. No good on the triple.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Tatum's shot is off.
I'll tell you, that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
Crowder feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Celtics trail by 4. Hayward left side. No good with the triple. Utah's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Neto kicks to Crowder. Pass to Gobert. Pass to Favors. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Misses the 3.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Now Rozier. He's got 6. In the corner, Irving with it. Drains the 3-pointer. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Utah calls timeout.
What is really compelling to me is the way the Utah Jazz team plays defense. Yes, it starts with the stifled tower, Rudy Gobert, but there is commitment and there is great structure in what they want to do on the defensive end, and I'll tell you, it is absolutely suffocating at times.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Ogier. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. There's the pass to O'Neal. Udo kicks to Cephalosha. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here.
Well, you have to want to be a good defensive player, and Marcus Morris has committed to being more effective and aggressive contesting shots. That's nice.
It's good. And for the Jazz, defense is the identity this team builds around.
You look at nearly every defensive metric from a season ago, the Jazz were near the top in most. They are great at forcing turnovers, great at closing out possessions with excellent defensive rebounding, and they do a great job of bothering shots and rotating in necessary positions. I love this team on that end of the floor.
O'Neal misses. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by 1. Dishes to Irving. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Cephalosha. 10 points for him. Pass to O'Neal. Udo kicks to Burks. To end the drought, and it's good on the layup. Burks has got 7.
Well, terrific quickness. The burst of Alec Burks looking strong inside.
Knocks it loose. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Cephalosha's running. He feeds it to Udo. Here's Exum. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 3-point Utah lead.
Oh, my goodness. That is how to attack the rim. Don't give the defense time to react. That's beautiful.
And the turnover again by Boston. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. The Jazz, number 1.
You know, allowing the fewest points per game in the entire league. Their defense has been dominant. Tremendous scheming by the coaches. The players are skilled. They're motivated. This is a very tough bunch to score on.
Burks on the wing. Kicks to Udo. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Udo. He dishes it to Burks. They get it back. Passes it to Cephalosha. So here's Burks. Now Exum, covered by Irving. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hayward looking around. There's the dish to Irving. Smart against Burks. Back to Irving. There's the triple. Poked loose. Jazz leading by 3. Now here's Exum. And stolen by Irving. He kicks to Hayward. That one doesn't go. So Utah will take it the other way. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. There's a minute left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And there's the pass to Irving. Back to Hayward to stop the drought. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Hayward's got it all tied up now for Boston.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Exum passes to Cephalosha. O'Neal dishes to Burks. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Rebound Boston. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside, Smart. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Exum deciding where to go with it. 13 feet away. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Exum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you love how Dante Exum gets inside. He's got terrific touch close.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Jazz lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Utah. A 2-point game. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Celtics, Hayward and Morris, your small and power forwards. Marcus Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here is Cephalosha. Here's Burks. Pass to O'Neal. Kicks it to Cephalosha. Neto surveying the floor. Here's O'Neal.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Smart finds Hayward. Irving for 3. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Utah shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Burks, the pass to O'Neal. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
And Utah making a change here. Crowder's checked in. The Celtics with the lead. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. In the corner, Smart with it. And again, Boston with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Smart's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Neto kicks to Crowder. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Now here's Udo, guarded by Horford. Pass to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 to shoot. Neto kicks to Burks.
Well, you got to love the defensive effort, contesting that shot by Kyrie, just trying to frustrate his man on the defensive end.
To the inside. That's tipped. And here's Burks. To the wing right side. Passes to Cephalosha. And here's Udo. There's the pass to Neto. Floats one, and he sinks the layup.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Irving kicks to Smart. Back to Irving. Irving double team. It's stolen by Udo. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Neto. He's covered by Irving. Back to Udo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Burks can't tie it up as that one misses. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Horford. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 5 assists tonight.
Wow, come on now. If Al Horford, if he's this close, the D is toast.
Now here's Udo. Dishes it to Cephalosha. Udo kicks to Burks. Pass to Crowder. Here's Neto. Defended by Hayward. Puts it up. Neto can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 4. Smart deciding where to go with it. In the corner, Irving with it. The 3. Rebound, Utah. Here's Neto. He kicks to Crowder. At the elbow, it's Udo. Pass to Burks. Over Smart. That one off the back iron and out.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Oh, great ball movement there.
Utah calls timeout.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Tatum comes in for Morris, and Terry Rozier subbed in for Smart. The Jazz also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Udo. Favors comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Mitchell in for Alec Burks. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. So it's the Jazz now, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Rozier the pass to Horford. Irving up top, covered by Mitchell. Hayward kicks to Rozier. On its way from Irving for 2. Favors with the rebound. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Passes it to Favors. Now Gobert. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Neto kicks to Favors. Mitchell against Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his 5th foul.
Oh my, he really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Trailing by 2. And here's Neto outside. And it's Irving with the rebound. Celtics have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Rozier with the ball. Horford in the post. Rozier the pass to Irving. Irving double team. 5 on the clock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Jazz now. Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Neto kicks to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. It's Crowder on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Shot by Crowder, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Irving finds Hayward. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Derek Favors. Doris, great to see Gordon Hayward out there fully recovered from his injury.
You know, Kev, after watching that injury happen, you had to wonder if he'd ever play again. So how wonderful to see Gordon Hayward just step between the lines and compete.
Free throw drops for Hayward. Many had wondered if the Jazz would rebuild after they lost Hayward. Turns out they just, Doris, reloaded.
Now give the Jazz organization from the top down a ton of credit, because after losing Gordon Hayward, they didn't mope or feel sorry for themselves. They got a bona fide star in Donovan Mitchell in the draft, and this is a team that's got talent in the post-Hayward era, and they are going to be a factor. I think one of the things that strikes you about Quinn Snyder is whatever is at his disposal in terms of players, he makes great use of it. He loses Gordon Hayward, dealt with a ton of injuries, and yet the Jazz are always competitive.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Irving passes to Horford. Back to Irving. Boston again missing. And a large part of why the Jazz stay competitive is Snyder's creativity.
Right, he calls his system advantage basketball. They're trying to make the most of screens and cuts to give a player an advantage on the catch. I'll tell you, that turns good players into very good players.
Hayward on the wing. He dishes it to Horford. Back to Hayward. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And I think games like this prove why Gordon Hayward is now an all-star level talent. He understands when he's hot, I need to carry my team. I love his aggressiveness.
Here's Neto. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Tatum.
There's no doubt Kyrie Irving has proven to be more active as a defender now. He has a good feel for when to go after steals.
Here's Neto. Kicks it to Gobert. Here's Crowder. No good that time. Hayward with some nice D. To the left wing. Now Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now a 10-point Boston lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Utah's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Utah calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Feeds it to Favors to halt the run, and it's good on the layup. Favors has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Here's Irving. The kick out to Rozier. The pass to Hayward. In the corner, Irving with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hayward goes in, and Hayward with the stuff.
Hayward viciously exploiting the lane to the basket. A resounding message whenever the defense sleeps on him.
Jazz trail by 10. Mitchell outside. In the corner, Crowder with it. 1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Basket good.
Crowder is not going to be disrupted. This guy has razor-sharp focus on contested opportunities.
Now, here's Rozier. Pass to Tatum. It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell against Irving. Knocked loose and stolen by Irving. Down low. Rozier kicks to Irving. Back to Rozier. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Boston.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Stolen by Mitchell.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
Unloads from 13. Can't hit that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Rozier kicks to Irving. There's the dish to Horford. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Horford.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.